What's going on, guys? Mike back, and today I'm sharing a purchase with you. I had a big addition to my Allen Ginter autograph collection. Now, not in terms of overall quality, maybe. Not that there's not some quality here, but certainly quantity. 72 total cards. Really big pickup. Shout out to Garrett, aka Card Cutter, who saw these for sale and thought of me and shared the information. So I appreciate it, Garrett. You really made a big dent in my wallet for sure, but also helped my collection, so I really appreciate it. So 72 total cards, spreads out from, many different years of Ginter. First two are throw-ins, actually. Here's a George Lopez. This was thrown in. Obviously not the best of signatures. You can't complain for free, but anytime they sign right over their faces, I never understand that. And here's Jeff Weaver as well. This one is actually bent. It's got a crease in the card here. The guy said his son bent it at one point, so he just threw that in, so I appreciate that. Not something he had to do, but definitely appreciate it. So now we start with some 2006 Ginter. This is signed in blue. It's Garrett Anderson. Had a really nice career with the Angels. Really good hitter. Brad Ausmus, who obviously played and managed. J.J. Hardy. Mark Pryor. So there's going to be a lot of commons in here, but a lot of semi-stars, a lot of guys who made impacts on the game, like Felipe Alou, part of the Alou baseball family. Eddie Guardado. Mike Jacobs. Jeremy Hermida. Xavier Nady. These are just stunningly beautiful. The big, bold blue Sharpie, white backgrounds, just can't get enough of the Ginters, and that's why I keep picking them up and really try and focus on collecting as many as I can. Chad Cordero, Ramon Hernandez. And people ask me a lot, they're like, oh, are you making the sets? And I never make sets of autographed cards for like basic sets because unable to be obtained, basically. And so I just kind of pick up, and yeah, I try and pick up one of every card, but I don't see it as a set pickup. Kevin Millwood, Rod Barajas. Next little stack here. We've got Clint Barnes, John Garland, Eric Burns, Tony Gwynn Jr., got a Scott Kazmir, Brandon Phillips, really nice Nick Punto there, Ian Snell, another Eric Burns, Chad Billingsley, J.J. Putz, Houston Street, Scott Kazmir, Brandon Morrow, Jorge Cantu, Aaron Hill, Sweet Randy Wolf with the Phils for quite a while, Andre Ethier, Torres, C.J. Wilson, another Chad Billingsley. Love the 13 Ginters. Love all the Ginters, but 13 was just a spectacular set. We've got Gonzalez, Denard Span. And by the way, back to Gio Gonzalez. He actually was a Phillies prospect. He was traded in the, what deal was he? I think the Aaron Rowand Tomey deal. Darwin Barney. Next stack, current Phillies manager, Gabe Kapler, who at this point is actually doing a good job. Does not have one of the best signatures I've ever seen at all, though. Scott Kazmir with the A's. John Gray. Ian Kinsler, so that's a really nice one. I'm sure Baseball Collector likes that one a lot. That's a rookie, too. Takashi Saito. Miguel Tejada. Brandon Belt. Shout out to Tops 85401. Carlos Gonzalez. A lot of Rockies fans out there. Caleb's Cards. KJ's Autographs. Edison Volquez with the Padres. Brandon Crawford. Really nice. Michael Young. Really happy to pick this one up. Always like getting some of these guys who were stars during their career who played for the Phillies for a brief time. Like getting autos of them in the Phillies uniform. So definitely was stoked to pick that one up for sure. Nelson Cruz, who's had a really good career. Roger Clemens. This one has a bummed corner, but it was cheap, so picked it up. Ryan Zimmerman, who's obviously had a really good career with the Nationals. Got my Trevor Hoffman, and get used to it, you'll see a few more, but Trevor Hoffman Ginter for the Ginter collection, so happy about that. There's another Hoffman from 2007 Ginter, and a Hoffman from 28 Ginter. 2008, I should say. Got a few Cole Hamels coming up. There's a Cole Hamels from 2008, Cole Hamels from 2010, and Torrey Hunter's going to jump in real quick. Beautiful card. Before we have another Hamels here. I think this is 2009. No, that's 2011. Man, I gotta know my Ginter better than that. But beautiful card. This is a nice Todd Helton. Scott Kazmir again. This is like the fourth Scott Kazmir in 3 different uniforms. Brandon Morrow. Scott Shields. It's not Scott Shields. It's James Shields. Miguel Cabrera, so that's a really nice one. That's kind of a short sig, and it's signed in black, but still really cool. Cabrera is one of those guys who's an aging veteran, a future Hall of Famer, and right now is not really getting the hobby love that maybe he deserves. So it's not a bad time to pick up some Cabrera stuff if you're so inclined. Got an Adam Jones here. Nice signature there. Beautiful looking card. Bobby Abreu as a Yankee. Moose Scourin, who I met way back when I was young. I think I have a signature of him on like an 8x10 from a card show back in the 80s. Here's a nice Bobby Doerr, and believe it or not, I actually did not have this one. I had his later Ginter card signed, but I never got this one. This is from, I think, 2006. So that's definitely a beautiful card. So happy to add that. We got a Josh Hamilton, who obviously used to be a great signer and then just kind of faded away. Don't really see anything coming back from him anymore, but that's a nice one there. We got a David Eckstein, World Series hero for the Cardinals. And then finally, we got Carlos Ruiz, so that is awesome for the Phillies collection. So a big, nice stack of Ginters. 72 cards, so a lot to go through. I have to check out and see which ones I might consider slabbing up. If you guys have any ideas of which ones you would consider getting authenticated and slabbed, let me know. I certainly have some in mind for sure, but the majority of these will just get put in clean top loaders and go in the collection, and eventually maybe make their way into a Ginter PC showcase video, which will be very, very long. It's probably a little ways off, but at some point I do promise I will do one, and I look forward to it for sure. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Comment below, let me know what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.